gorgeous people, welcome back once again to yet another video today. In today's video, guys, I'll be sharing some of the things I had to adjust to living here in South Africa as a Nigerian. So if you are seeing my face for the first time, I am a Nigerian who is living here in South Africa, and I share most of my experiences as a Nigerian here in South Africa. So if this is the type of content you would be interested in, do not forget to join the family by hitting the subscribe button and on your notification bell so you always be the first to get my content anytime I upload them. To you, my new subscriber, you are welcome to the family. My returning subscriber, you know I love you so much. You know, right? You know, right? Okay, so let's go right into business. The number one thing I had to adjust to living here in South Africa was their food. Here in South Africa, they don't add pepper to their food. So when I came to South Africa, I got pregnant. I couldn't prepare my own food myself that time, and my husband is not the type that like cooking. Hmm. That's the man I married. He doesn't like cooking, so I had to like depend on buying food from outside. But most of the food they buy, he buys for me. Especially the South African food, there is no pepper, not even one pepper. But guys, as I'm talking to you now, I'm number one fan of South African food. Yes, I'm number one fan of South African food. Now I had to cook even in my house, even when I'm cooking my own Nigerian food. I don't usually add peppers now because of my kids, because now they are going to crèche and they are feeding them with South African food. And me too, if I cook sometimes with pepper, they will reject my food. That is how serious it is. So I now had to adjust to not putting pepper in my food. Yeah. So guys, the second thing I had to adjust to while living here in South Africa is the queue. Huh? Here in South Africa, they queue up for everything, every little thing, and there is no somebody who knows somebody who know road for here. You must queue. There is no shortcut. Even if you are white, you are black, you are brown, you are whoever, you have to stay in the queue. That is how serious their queuing system here is. Will I say it's queuing system or whatever? But guys, sometimes I don't think there is necessary to queue, but I have to adjust to it. Even here in bank, like I know I can remember in Nigeria when you go to the bank and you see maybe you are on the queue for the ATM and you see somebody who is second to the front, like the next person, you can always go to that next person and find them something and then give them your ATM card. They will withdraw the money for you, whereas other people, they are there by behind. Or you can go to a queue maybe in an office in Nigeria and you see people queuing up. You see one person who is coming with maybe his uncle who knows the person who is working inside. They will not take that person, they will not work with the person and go inside, whereas other people, they are behind. Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes when it favors you, it's good. But I had to adjust to it here in South Africa, and I am loving it. I'm loving the fact that everybody had to wait patiently for their turn to be attended to. I love it. So guys, the third thing I have to adjust to living here in South Africa is the fact that there is no jungle justice here in South Africa. You know what is jungle justice? That act of maybe you see a thief, people will gather on the thief, maybe beat the thief, or the thief is in your shop and you caught the thief. You just give them your own literal punishment before taking them to the police, if need be, to take the person to the police. Now, here in South Africa, there is no such thing. If you get a thief, take them to the police will do the rest. There is no need for you to touch the thief or anything. Or sometimes you need to, here in South Africa, there is this one that marvels me so much, is the fact that a lot of people will be here and they will be robbing you. Nobody will say anything. It is like, as in that, it's still difficult for me to adjust to, even though I'm adjusting to it right now. Because there was a time I was in the car waiting for my husband to finish what he's doing. And there inside that car, I was there witnessing a robbery. They were attacking one man in front of me. I remember what my husband said to me, that anytime you see such a thing, you better, even if it's better for you to close your eyes, shut your mouth, don't say anything. Like, it's so difficult for me, but I just have to adapt to it, because I think it's just norm here that when you see people being attacked, you just keep quiet, mind your business, and go your way. Another thing I had to adjust to while living here in South Africa as a Nigerian is the fact that there is no community upbringing here in South Africa. I noticed that there is no community upbringing. What do I mean by that community upbringing? Community upbringing is the fact that in my place, they believe that one person doesn't own a child. And they also believe that like the community can raise a child. Like, when you see my child misbehaving outside, it is your duty to correct that child, even though it is not your biological child. That is what we mean by that community upbringing. And such a thing doesn't exist here in South Africa. I had to force myself to look away from certain things. Things like, seeing an adolescent girl child going without a bra or half cords, any of such a thing. Seeing a girl child who is going to school with a long hair, with her short skirts, that kind of a thing. I just had to learn to live with it. This is people here in South Africa. This is them for you. So you had to learn and adjust to it. Mind your business. Don't try to raise any person's child for them, or try to correct them, or try to go and give complaint to the parents or whatsoever. You just have to mind your business and go your way. The last thing on my list today that I had to adjust to living here in South Africa is the fact that there is nothing like street fighting here. If you have any arguments or any disagreements or any misunderstanding with anybody, you better not do so. You better not have any misunderstanding, sorry to say. Because here in South Africa, I found out that here, when they have any misunderstanding, especially you see, notice the bus drivers, because that is more common among transporters. They can always have misunderstanding and fight it over. In Nigeria, the conductor and driver case, or even driver or conductor to conductor, when you are picking my passenger and all these kind of a fights. They don't do it here in South Africa. They will go on guns. Like, their fight is with gun, and people will die out of it. Unlike in Nigeria, that they will do the fighting. Highest, you will lose your tooth, or you will go with marks on your face. You will see most of them going with marks on their face. Here, there is no such thing. They go with okay, guys, that will be the end of my video for today. I will see you in my next video. Bye.